Welcome to Family Funday Friday. Thanks for stopping by. Might as well take your coat off. I'll hang it up for you so you can stay a while and enjoy this episode of Family Funday Friday. In this episode of Family Funday Friday, after Kickstarter Corner, in which we're bringing you 4 great games that are currently on the Kickstarter, we will be sitting down with Barbarian Leaf, Princess Leaf, and Queen Leaf to talk all about Magnets, a game that is currently on Kickstarter through the 4th of October, as well as get into an application that involves a paintball. So, pull up a chair, or go ahead and get comfortable here on the couch. Do you need a pillow or anything? Okay, here's a pillow. Get comfortable and enjoy this episode of Family Funday Friday. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is proudly being powered by Kill Merlin, a new board game for 2 to 4 awful wizards. It will definitely be one that stays in my collection because it does not feel like another game I own, said the Maple Street blog. Kill Merlin is a 2 to 4 player thinky strategy game with unique mechanics and high player interaction. It's great for family, gateway, and hardcore gamers. A full game of Kill Merlin takes about 15 to 30 minutes per player, so a 2-player game would last 30 to 60 minutes. Ages 13 and plus, and I love the art in Kill Merlin, and I know you will too if you check it out. Don't worry about it not being funded or anything like that. It was funded in 11 hours, and it's still going strong. This project runs through the 18th of October, so definitely check out Kill Merlin, a new board game for 2 to 4 awful wizards. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is also proudly being powered by Fossil Find, a Domino based board game that's currently on Kickstarter. Do you have elderly grandparents? Or are you elderly yourself and you want to stay physically active while playing a game as opposed to just rolling dice or moving around a board? Do you want to learn to count or do math? If you're a youngster or a youngin' or you have a youngin', then Fossil Find, a domino-based board game, is just the game for you. I don't know that I've seen a domino-based board game on the market. I know the creator states so in his Kickstarter video. If you know otherwise, maybe we're in the minority. But either way, I would definitely check out Fossil Find, a domino-based board game. And in the next couple weeks, we'll be having the creator of this great game on our show, as well as we will be bringing you a Family Funday Friday all about Fossil Find. That's a lot of F's. Family Funday Friday, Fossil Find. That's like 5 F's in one episode. So that's awesome. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to find out or be updated when we release these fun episodes, make sure you're subscribed to our mailing list over at GameReliefGo.com. That's kind of like PokemonGo.com. And not to worry, you have through Sunday, the 18th of November, to back this great game so you can bring a domino-based board game home to you in Fossil Find. This episode of Getting Geeky with Game Relief is also proudly being powered by Rodent Rangers. Small Heroes, Big Adventures. It's a family-friendly RPG inspired by classic cartoons of mousy adventures. Snack Leaf lately has been watching a lot of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and this game was inspired by those classic cartoons. I don't think they should be called classic because I'm not really that old, am I? But anyways, it was inspired by those classic cartoons that include mice, like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So, if you enjoyed that, you'll love this as well. It's family friendly and they don't focus on the violence. Plus, at our home, we also like that show with Ratigan, the great mouse detective. Yeah, the mouse detective, which is also Disney. Check out Rodent Rangers, Small Heroes, Big Adventures, where they don't focus on the violence, but they make it more family friendly. This is coming to you from Purple Aether Games, and it's going through Thursday, the 25th of October. So definitely check it out on the Kickstarters currently.
strives to level up his geekhood and helping you do the same, one battle at a time. Now, let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Are you comfortable? Can I get you a glass of milk or anything? Oh, good. Glad you're comfortable. So, listen as we talk about these 4 great games that are currently on the Kickstarters, and then we'll go ahead and get into our review of Magnets the Game.
What is this place? What is it doing here in the Leaf's computer? Oh, it's Kickstarter Corner with the Leafs.
Ever ridden a train? I did a while back ago when I was a kid. Not for quite some time. Have you ever built your own train? Well, then you're gonna love Cabooses in the Corner. It's all aboard. Get train cars on track for departure by building trains from caboose to engine. The first to play all their cards wins. You liked Uno and you like trains? Then you might as well check out Cabooses in the Corner. That's currently in Kickstarter. It's going and through this Monday, the 1st of October, and they have reached their goal, so definitely check it out and become a backer of Cabooses in the Corner. Do you like nostalgia? I know I do. That's why I was very pleased with Stupid Users Beta. Beta is a unique, fast-paced, ever-changing item-looting, army-building card game. And like I said, there's a lot of nostalgia. One of the characters wields a sword that reminds me a lot of Lionel from Thundercat's sword, as well as one of the characters is modeling a outfit that looks like it came straight out of the original Ghostbusters movie. They're almost 70% to their goal, and there's still 9 days to go. If you want to go back and listen to our last Family Funday Friday, me and the other Leaf sat down and previewed Stupid Users Beta, so you can go definitely do that, so you can find out if I won the game. Do you like dragons? Well, if you do, you're going to love Dragon Lords, the Battle of Darion Relaunch. It's a skirmish-based card game with awesome art, in which 2 players build armies and battle head-to-head. Like I said, I love the art for this game. It is a relaunch, but don't let that discourage you. Go ahead and scroll through the Kickstarter page and check it out, as the art is amazing, the gameplay is excellent, and it's back on the Kickstarters and it has reached its goal. This game is previewed by one of my favorite reviewers, Michael Wright, the Unfiltered Gamer. So definitely check out Dragon Lords, the Battle of Darion Relaunch. Need some dice for your games? You got kids? They lost the dice in one of your games? You want dice that change colors? Well, don't worry, we've got you covered in this new campaign, Mad Dice, reduced price, aka Mood Dice. That's right, color-changing dice based on surrounding temperature, aka Mood Dice, now with reduced prices. They've surpassed their goal by quite a bit, almost by 300%. It refunded in 2.5 hours after relaunching, shortly after canceling to revamp with the new prices. And this project is going through Monday the 22nd of October. So if you need the new dice, or you just want dice that change color based on your mood or the temperature, definitely check out Mad Dice, reduced price, aka Mood Dice. That just has a nice ring to it. Do you need a cookie to go with the rest of your milk? Can I get you a soda pop? Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our review of Magnets the Game, already in progress.
Now, let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Welcome to Family Funday Friday. Yay! We're going to be talking about a game called Magnets the Game.
Who is we?
Me and Gamer Leaf.
Okay, so you said something about Magnets, the game. What can you tell us about that game?
It's a tabletop dexterity game with magnets. It's the marbles of the 21st century.
Okay, so how do you play Magnets, the game?
So basically, you have like a kind of belt, and you're trying to throw the magnets in there.
So why are you doing that?
So you can get it. So basically, you have to be 8 or older, but my sister is 4, princess or whatever she's going by, queen, whatever. And you're basically setting up the game. Then you divide the five magnets to each player, and then you start throwing.
Who do you throw them at?
Nobody.
Okay, so what it says here on the how to play, first you distribute 5 magnets to each player. What do you do with the leftover magnets?
You put them in the ring.
Yeah, disperse the remaining magnets inside the ring, unconnected. And you can do it both ways. You can set them all down the similar way. I found I like it better when you put them opposite ways. Like you put one down facing one way, the other one flip the other way. Then you have more ways they can go. So I like that. And then what happens, Princess Leaf?
Players take turns tossing one magnet at a time from outside the ring. You can't have your hand go over the ring.
If you do, what happens?
You lose.
And if
you get 4 or more, you get to keep it.
You have 4 or more and it's yours. Add it to your hand for continue to play. What do you do with the other magnets?
Then you leave the other magnets undisturbed. Often this requires help.
Oh, okay. So, look, we might have been playing it wrong. You have to have 4 in a row like that, not 4 the other way. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Then you let the magnets finish moving before picking up your stack. They can keep on rolling.
Yeah, you want to wait until they do that. And there was a couple different ways that we didn't like them or we did like them. But if you run out of magnets, what are some different options for you?
You can either get 3 from the ring. That's how we played the first time. You can call charity, or you can equality.
Equality. How do you do equality?
You just say equality when you run out of magnets, and then the person with more than everybody else or the same, they have to pass out. Like, say you have 5, so you have to pass out 2.
Yeah, so whoever has the most has to give you half of their hand. So that's how they do that. Charity is a little bit more of a in-depth thing. Let me tell you, if I can tell you what charity means. They're revamping the rules a little bit, but in charity, if a player runs out of magnets, they can ask for charity. Charity comes one at a time from at least one player so that everyone can play until the very end. So that means, yeah, just one person has to give them one. We didn't really play that way. At times we liked equality, at times we didn't. I think we all liked it when we were running out of magnets.
Yeah, I guess.
What did you think about equality, the rule?
It was boring.
How so?
Because everybody looked to me.
The one time that Barbarian Leaf was trying to get equality, you had a bunch of magnets, he wanted to get half of them, so he tried to not make points, so that's a little rough, but otherwise it was a pretty good game. What did you think overall of Magnets the game, Princess Leaf?
It's funner to play outside.
How so?
Because you get more floor, but be sure to wash your hands or the game after you're done.
Yeah, they wanted to scrub the sidewalk off so it didn't get bird poop and stuff on it. Would you play this game again, Princess Leaf?
Yes.
Would you back it on Kickstarter if you had the money?
Yes.
What would you tell your friends about Magnets the game?
Play Magnets the game if you like magnets and like to see it roll.
Like, what kind of cool things happen where you're playing?
You get to let it keep rolling and you get tons.
Did anything cool happen while you played?
Yeah.
Like what?
When we were playing on the table, mine rolled like a top.
And you can watch how it looks on the gifts on their Kickstarter page. How many leaves would you give Magnets the game?
It's one of my top 5.
Top 5? Do you have a number of leaves you'd give it?
Nah,
but it's one of your top 5 games?
Yeah.
Awesome. Any final parting words on why they should go ahead and check out the Kickstarter for Magnets the game?
So you can play it, and also warning, do not eat them.
Why not?
Or then you'll choke.
You think so?
It says on warning, don't swallow.
But are we going to take their word for it?
Yeah.
We should?
Yeah.
Well, are they chewable?
No.
Oh, okay, well, I imagine if you get a couple in your mouth, you might be able to chew them.
You're weird, Dad.
Am I weird, Dad? I'm not a weird dad. Interesting. Well, yeah, so that's pretty cool. How many players do you think is the best way to play this game?
3.
3? Why is that?
Because little Queen Leaf kept running off.
Oh, you don't want to lose a player midway through. I really like how the box is set up, but I'll talk to you about that later. Who are we joined by on Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf Family Funday Friday now?
A Barbarian Leaf.
Okay, what game did you just play, Barbarian Leaf?
It's called Magnet, the game.
Magnet's the game.
It's a tabletop dexterity game with magnets.
Did you ever play marbles, Barbarian Leaf?
No.
I did when I was a kid, and this one's a way lots cooler. I'll go ahead and research and put that in my review of Magnet's the game. But what can you tell us about the game?
It's fun.
How so?
You can play it. There's 3 different games you can play with it, throwing them all at the same time.
Okay, so you like that mode?
Yeah.
That mode was a little tricky. I don't remember the name of it either. But what you're doing is everybody goes at the same time, and then it's kind of tricky to keep track of who gets what. But how did the usual way we play, how do you play the game?
Normal. Taking turns.
But what are you doing? What's the object, and what are you trying to do?
Trying to win the most and get the most marbles.
Okay. So what did you think about not marbles. What did you think? You said marbles, didn't you? What did you think about Magnus the game, Barbarian Leaf?
It was fun.
Will you play it again?
Yes.
And what will you tell your friends about Magnus the game?
It's very fun. Give it 100 or 50 leaves.
100 or 50? So we get a pick?
I said 150.
Oh, 150. That makes it easier. And if you had the money to back Magnus the game on Kickstarter, would you do it?
Yeah, I will get a lot of electronics and have different files and hit it a lot.
I don't understand what you just said. Do you?
No.
Okay, well, what did you say?
I said I would get a lot of devices and have my own different file, different accounts, a lot of different accounts, and then hit it a lot.
Oh, you would back it a lot?
Yeah, with all my different accounts if I get one.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give Barbarian Leaf enough money to back this enough. They're over halfway funded, but they need your help so we can make Magnus the game a reality. How about you go get your little sister and we can get her review on Magnus the game?
Okay.
What game did you play? Wait, who's with us?
Queen Leaf.
Who's with us?
Queen Leaf.
How you doing, Queen Leaf?
Good.
What game did you play with your family?
Magnus the game.
What did you think about Magnus the game?
I didn't like the belt, but I liked the magnets.
Oh, you like the magnets? Tell us about the magnets. What do they do in the game?
They connect together.
Yeah, and sometimes they roll and do like weird things, huh?
Yeah, and when I tried, a lot of them came together.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I glue.
When I was a kid, they had a game. I don't remember much about it. Like I told them, I'm going to look it up. But where you had marbles, these little balls, and you flick them, but you used a hula hoop. Would you like magnets better? Magnets the game better if it was in a hula hoop?
Yes.
You would? Well, yeah. That's pretty cool. What would you tell your friends about Magnets the game?
What's a hoop hoop?
What's a hoopa hoop?
Yeah.
A hula hoop? It's like we have one. It's like a big round thing of plastic, and you shake your body, and it goes around and around and around.
Oh, yeah, like the daddy-daughter date.
Yeah, they did one on the daddy-daughter date.
I kind of like them better because that one we have glows.
Your belt glows in the dark?
Yeah, my back belt.
Oh, I thought we were talking about... Who? What were we talking about? That I played marbles in, and you had a daddy-daughter. What's that called?
What? The hoopy loop.
Yeah, the hoopy loops. I thought you like hoopy loops.
I do, but the other one that we have is glows.
Oh, the hoopa loop? Or what did you call it?
The hoopa loop.
The hoopa loop glows? Mm-hmm. Cool. But so you don't like the bell, but you did like Magnets the game, and you like the cool things I did?
I did actually like my belt.
You like the bell of the hula hoop game? Or the Magnets the game? What do you think about the container that it comes in?
It's metal and it lets the magnets stick on it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this is ages 8 and plus, but you thought it was a fun game?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Princess Leaf was being mean.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of sibling rivalry comes out, but that happens in any game, doesn't it?
I don't like mean people.
Yeah, mean people are mean, huh?
Yeah, and they don't listen to Heavenly Father.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, well, that's not good. They should listen to him, huh?
Yeah, they're supposed to be nice. I was about to say mean on accident.
Well, I'm glad you changed your train of thought. So, Magnets the game. What could make this cooler, do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
I like it. Well, it says 8 plus, and how old are you?
4.
So maybe it'll be funner when you gain 4 more years, you think?
I still like it a little bit.
You like it a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, I liked it a lot. Well, thanks for joining us on
Family Funday Friday. Taco Tuesday.
Wacky Wednesday
No, Taco Tuesday.
and Wacky Wednesday and Throwback Thursday.
And Dance Floor Wednesday.
I never heard of that. Well, thanks for...
I made it.
You made it up?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on Getting
Doesn't
Geeky.
it sound cool?
It does sound cool. Thanks for joining us on Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf, Wacky Wednesday.
Bye, Dance Floor.
What's your name? Queen Leaf out?
Yeah.
And Gamer Leaf in. When I was a kid, they had a game called Marbles. I didn't know how to play because it's been 20 plus, probably even close to 30 years since I ever touched a marble in essence to play, so I didn't remember. But to play Marbles, the game, you flip a coin to decide who will shoot first. I don't think we ever did that. But each player's first shot will be from outside a string circle. We used a hula hoop like we talked about. And if you knock a marble out of the ring, you set it aside and count it as 1 point. Play will progress as previously decided. After a shot, do not remove the shooter from the ring. Once your next turn, shoot from the last place where your shooter landed inside the ring. If your shooter landed outside the ring, you should take your next shot from any point outside the ring. You may knock another player's shooter out of the ring, giving them the disadvantage of having to shoot from outside the ring. At the end of the game, when all the marbles are out of the ring, the person with the most marbles wins. So that's how you play Marbles the game. Now, what about Magnets the game? Well, we kind of told you, but Magnets the game is a little bit different. You set up the ring, which they provide you a pretty nice belt-like thing and a really nice tin. And then you distribute 5 magnets each player and disperse the remaining magnets inside the ring, unconnected. Like I said, I liked it better if you're flipping them different ways. That way there's more variability on what they'll do. And then you take, like I said, you take turns tossing 1 magnet at a time from outside the ring. If the one you roll causes a stack of 4 or more, it's yours, the whole stack. Add it to your hand for continued play. And then you leave the other magnets undisturbed. Often you need help with this. I guess we were playing that part wrong because I see a stack of 4 connected to other small ones. And when we had the small ones, like even if they're connected to 4 and they weren't in the stack necessarily, we still counted them as ours. So I guess don't do that. But you let the magnets finish moving before picking them up. That was kind of hard because sometimes there's unforeseen reactions, so we might have got more magnets than we could have otherwise. If a magnet escapes the ring, return it to the tin for a charitable distribution. Oh, that's interesting. We didn't do that. But yeah, we never had a magnet leave the place as well, but that's kind of cool. I like that aspect, but we never had one leave the ring. If you run out of magnets, call for equality. So if you call equality, the person with the most magnets has to give you half of their magnets, and when there's 3 or less magnets left on the game, it's done. So that equality thing makes the game draw out longer. The kids didn't necessarily like it when it was working against them, but they were all for it when it was for them. So that's awesome. Like I said before with the charitable rule, I didn't realize that that's what happened, that they go out of the ring, but we didn't have any go out of the ring. But with the charity rule, it sounds like, if I understand correctly, that if you call for charity, one person has to give you at least one, and anybody can do it, and sometimes, just to be nice, other people gave you one. But in our family, we go for the cutthroat, so we weren't necessarily into that one or equality, but we all liked equality, I believe, overall. Now, Magnets the game, if I want to review that or give you an adequate description or review, I would have to go ahead and break it down into several different components and different things. First, I would tell you what I thought about the components. I love it. It's you got the big old jar. It's like a jar of shoe polish that they come in, but bigger and better and higher quality. It's like metal, and within it you have a belt that you bring around it, and then within that you have like seven, I want to say we had 7 stacks of 5 magnets each. These magnets are high quality. And then connected to the lid of the shoe polish, if you will, box, well, I guess tin, whatever you want to call it, because it is round, comes the rules. They're connected. It's very small and simple, and the rules are awesome. And we really liked Magnets the game, or at least I did, especially starting with the components and working your way out. I enjoyed the gameplay as well. I'd love to play it with some adults. I played it with kids, but I think either way it's pretty fun. And kids love marbles or magnets, so I thought it was pretty cool. Would I back this game on Kickstarter? You bet your bottom dollar I would. I really liked it. If you want to go back and listen to our interview in which we sat down with Jeffrey Lyon, who is the creator of Magnets the game, you can do that as well. I'll tell you how to do it. Go back and listen to episode 191, Wishlist Wednesday, on Thursday, when we talk to the creator of Magnets the game. So yeah, I really liked Magnets the game. I would give it bottom dollar or top dollar. I would give it the top rating in Leafs. It was a really fun game. Maybe not so much for people under 8, but that's what they recommend it for 8+. It may not be everybody's game, but here at the Leaf household, we really liked it, and we would put it on our tree of games. There you go, tree of games for Leafs. That's awesome. Now, anything else we can tell you about Magnets the game? Well, it's currently on the Kickstarter for about a week. When you're hearing this, depending on when you're listening, you got a little bit less than a week to back Magnets the game as this project goes through Thursday, the 4th of October. So I would head on over straight away to Magnets the game on Kickstarter and check it out. It's an awesome game. I really loved it. And I know you will too if you give it a chance. Now, Barbarian Leaf, the next portion of our show, you may know, is called Adventures in Application Acquisition. I don't remember where it is, but I'm looking for an application where a marble is falling down. You rotate the thing around. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, where there's a big pillar and the marble is dropping down and you want it to keep on going down and not hit certain spaces. Do we have that game on here? You show me.
Oh, you mean...
I don't know what it's called. That's what I'm asking you.
Helix Jump?
Helix Jump?
It's from Voodoo.
What's it called?
Voodoo.
Yeah, from H8 Games. Let's see. Helix Jump. What can you tell us about Helix Jump?
Well, you're trying to get down without touching. The first one you jump on, you're trying not to jump on the other color. The one you're jumping on is good for you to jump down. Like, I'm on level 14, you're trying to not touch the yellows.
Yeah, so it's like a marble, but really it looks like a paintball. And it paint splatters and stuff.
It is a paintball.
Oh, I guess it's a paintball. But I thought it would go good with Magnets the game being marbles of the 21st century. So what are you doing on this game? You're trying not to...
Get all the way to the bottom, and it has the points. Look right up there.
Okay, yeah, so there's like, it's a circle, and there's levels that rotate, and part of the level has a hole, and you try to get it through. Was this a free app, I hope?
Yeah.
And you're playing it on my phone. Does it work on your iPad as well?
What do you mean?
Yeah, he just died. Does it work on your iPad as well?
No.
No, it doesn't. So I guess if you have an old iPad, it won't work. You'll have to steal your parents' phone, but don't do that without their permission. Anyways.
Well, you gave me permission.
Yeah, I guess so. What would you tell your friends about this app?
Play it because it's actually kind of fun.
Actually kind of fun. It looks kind of fun. I don't know that I've played it very much. We'll have to do a challenge sometime. Time for us to get on with our lives, you to get on with your lives. In the meantime, I hope you go ahead and get geeky, stay geeky, and bring others into the geekfold. Gamer Leaf out.
Tune in next week to see if Gamer Leaf and Dreams are respawned.